I have kind of a weird question today. Okay. So I started dating again recently, and I met someone really organically at a show. He's awesome. We have a lot in common, and all of the things that we have in common are things he's brought up first, because I've been really careful recently. I don't really trust people, so super into spirituality, super into art. He's really into music, so we hit it off really well. We've become great friends over the past couple months, and we've taken it to the next level recently.
Nice.
We were texting the other day, and we were just talking about art, and I asked him what kind of mediums you work with, and he said he likes to use charcoal and pencils. I'm like, that's great, that's awesome. And he shared some of his art without me asking, which I thought was cool. I don't know, I got a weird feeling about it, because he said, I'm not very good with pencil. Sends me this immaculate drawing. And I don't know, I just had a weird feeling, so I reverse image searched it on Google, and it turns out that was another artist's picture, which is, I think, a really weird thing to lie about. I don't think he lied to me in that episode, so I'm just questioning everything. I haven't said anything to him yet. I just kind of played along with it because he didn't know that I did that. But
that's crazy.
What would you do? What should I do? I'm extremely weirded out now because
that's fucking weird.
Art that they do. I don't know. I showed him my stuff. It's not that good. I just like to make shit because I like to make shit.
Sure.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Is it weird? Should I just ghost him?
I don't
think
think
I'm gonna say something, but I don't want to make it too uncomfortable and embarrass him.
I mean,
thanks, guys. Hope you're having a great day.
That's fucking crazy. Yo, that's insane. Also, dude, if you're gonna do that, you gotta figure out people can reverse image.
No, he didn't think she would be a fucking psychopath and go and reverse engineer the goddamn image.
I don't know that it's a
He's like, bitch, just take the goddamn and say that's cool and go on about your life. You don't gotta go and be a sleuth about it. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're supposed to be like, oh, this is awesome, and then go on about our life.
But this was gonna come up at some point though. Like, imagine you pretend you're awesome at drawing, and then she's like, hey, come over, let's fucking hang out. She talks about how she's into art. She showed him her like. This is an insane thing to do. This is crazy because it's so, you can find out about this so easily, and it would get me, if a woman did this to me, I'd be like, what the fuck else has she been lying about?
She didn't actually come.
I don't give a fuck.
She didn't come.
Well, that's whatever, that's gonna happen. That's standard sometimes. I'd prefer honesty, but if you wanna fake it, hey, good, that's on you, sister. But this is insane. This is like, because, and look, there is a scenario that you're saying too, right? Where it's like, this guy's insecure. He wants her to think he's cool.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to lie about, he's just like lying about.
That's such a thoughtful thing to do. That I'm gonna fucking find this shit and send it to you to make you feel good.
But imagine if, it's like, it's all based on this like pretense that he does do this stuff. So I would worry that what else has he been lying about to just, he's clearly, there's this disease of just pretending to be someone to impress the person you're dating. Like, that's something that I think a lot of people do that's based in insecurity. It's something that even in my life, like, I recently went on a couple dates with somebody and I was just like, wait, she's nice, but I don't really see this going anywhere. And it was literally the first time in my life where I was like, I don't have to pretend to be someone else to get pussy. And I was like, I'm just not going to pursue this. And it felt great to be like, oh, cool. I don't have to I don't have that disease of like being it goes back to being like an insecure high school boy who just wants women's attention.
Right.
So you'll pretend to be anyone.
Yeah.
But if you grow up, you have to just be like, look, I'm who I am. And then I'll attract who I should be attracted, right?
Who likes that.
And so for this guy to be like, it's one thing he's not even just lying about his interests. He's like stealing someone else's work to pretend to do this lie that he'll easily be caught in. So I would be worried if I was her that it's like, I don't know, man. This is fucking weird. I would honestly, this would creep me out.
I feel like his question might be next. He might be the next caller and like, no, I was with this chick and then she did a whole goddamn that. background check on me. I just sent her a picture and said it was me, and she went and did the whole thing.
But look, I'm with you that it is, but this is one of those things where it's like, he's clearly done enough in his behavior. This is like when cops need certain probable cause to get a warrant. He did enough. He did enough weird shit to her that she's like, okay, we'll run a background. We'll do the. I got a warrant to Google image search this. Like, he did enough weird shit. So
what does the next level mean? She said they went.
They
to
probably
the next
fucked. If I had to guess.
Oh, okay.
She's just a not. You know, she's maybe a quaint young lady. I mean, whatever. Maybe they just, you know, there was some jerking each other off. Maybe there was some sucking. Maybe there wasn't. I'm guessing they just hooked up. Is what she's saying.
We touched each other's.
Yeah,
genitals.
I don't think it was like going to dinner.
That's the next level.
And so I feel for this woman because she clearly approached this she's very guarded. It seems like, you know, she wanted to get to know this guy first. And she feels like she did put him through, like, okay, I want to be in a relationship with somebody I can trust. Like, she didn't just, like, meet someone, vibe, hook up, figure it out later. She went about this in a very intentional way, and she still caught a psycho, it seems like a potential psycho.
Or maybe he was trying to get some pussy.
Yeah,
and he was like, this is the best way to do
clearly
it.
he was trying to get some pussy.
Clearly quaint,
Yeah.
so I have to take my time with her and show I have some interest that she might like.
But it's also like, then just do a shitty drawing. That's the thing. If he had made a shitty drawing, then it's kind of sweet where he's like, oh, I'm trying to get into the shit she likes. But he stole one, and then he was like, this is the funniest part. He's like, oh, it's not very good. But he picked an awesome one, so he's doing fake humility when he's stealing art. To me, this is the kind of thing where... I mean, he did get the fuck. So he... This is... Yeah, I was caught stealing another man's art and ghosted, but I still beat. So they're still
crazy.
So now look, if I'm her, I think that I would be weirded out. And look, she's saying also something that's like, I don't want to make it uncomfortable. You're not the one making it uncomfortable. He made it uncomfortable doing something weird, right? So I think this is important for our caller. This is even though this is a weird thing that happened to you, this is a potential moment of growth where, because I've been that person before too, where it's like avoiding conflict, not wanting to make things uncomfortable. Sometimes that leads to you getting trampled by other people, right? The people that like confrontation, they can kind of get whatever the fuck they want. For our caller here, I would say you deserve to know what the fuck this guy was thinking.
So she should ask him? Absolutely.
I think she should be like, hey,
hey, so I was just wondering, this picture that you sent is really nice.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of something else that I've seen on the internet.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that is true. You do have to go about it in a specific way. I guess you're right in that he could then be like,
give him a chance to come clean a little or something.
You don't want to play good cop. Yeah, good cop, bad cop. It's like, so, what did you do to do? Can you show me a little version of that? Like, I wouldn't do these men's psychological tricks. You should be like, look, you could even apologize. Like, I don't know why I even did this, but I threw it in reverse Google search, and I just saw that you did it. Like, I don't know. I do feel like, I mean, I guess that's true.
I think this is grounds for ghosting, definitely.
I think so,
or just
too.
doing like a, very abrupt, like fade away, just short text back.
If she does that, then he wins. He got the beat.
I don't think he wins. He doesn't. Yeah. I don't think he wins because he's the kind of weirdo that would do this.
Yeah.
Like, this guy wants to be with this girl maybe too much. But that's the thing. I guess what I'm saying is for two reasons, right? She owes it to herself a little bit, I think, to push through something uncomfortable and confront someone about doing something weird. But also, it's like, I do think there is a possibility that this guy just likes her so much that he doesn't want, that he wants to present himself as someone who's good at the shit that she likes. Now, if I had to pick, I would say, this is probably not somebody you're going to end up with, somebody you're going to date long term. It is fucking weird. The only problem here is why did you reverse Google image search it? And
that is very interesting to me. What made you say, you know what I'll do?
But I get it. She choose to do that? Vibes, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes she literally said, I just had a weird feeling. And my only thing about her confronting him about it is that that's a little bit of a hurdle for her to get through of like, hey, look, I just had an interesting feeling. You said it wasn't so good. I thought it was incredible. I just looked it up to see if there was other similar work, whatever. I don't even know what you even say, but I do agree with you. It is grounds for ghosting.
I think it's such a weird thing to do. At first, it sounds like pathetic, but it's not.
It does sound pathetic.
Not pathetic though. It's like in the realm of like pathological lying.
You're right.
So I feel like if she even like confronts it, who knows what other stories like
You're right.
he's gonna be pulling out and shit.
He's like, that guy actually stole from me. Oh my God, someone's using my work. He's like, I have to go find this guy, and then he just never talks to her again. That's a good point, Eldis.
Yeah.
I just feel for her.
I can see this guy trying to like claw out of a confrontation with more
that's
lies.
That's a very good point. That is a very good point. And you know what? Ultimately, if this was somebody that was more important to you, maybe then you have to confront him. But it's like, look, sometimes you take L's when you're dating. Just happens. You took it later in the process than you put a like. This guy revealed himself to be a fucking potential psychopath later on. Like, if he lies about this, what else has he been lying about? She also said she hasn't really revealed what she's into. Like, is this guy doing the whole stalking her social media and pretending to be a different guy? Like, is he doing like a little talented Mr. Ripley thing of creating a personality to, you know, impress her? Because like, if he did this, who knows what other shit he did, you know? Yeah. So the guy she might even be into might be a fake guy that doesn't exist, and the actual guy is some, you know, kind of shapeshifter that's just like looking for approval and head. So anyway, it's to your level of comfort, our friend. If you want to confront him. But we think you're cleared for a ghosting, and if he's like, in fact, if you ghost him and he's like, hey, haven't heard from you, then you can be like, look, this might be a little weird, but I just had a feeling, and I reverse image searched that thing you sent me, and I just don't. And then you give him the opportunity to maybe explain himself. But even then, I just feel like you're trying to do something really intentional with dating. She got to know him first. It's like, I think you're on the right path. You took a little L. You're that much closer to an actual good relationship, though. We say it all the time. The road to a win is littered with losses. And so you just took an L and just keep it pushing. You're good. But that is fucking weird as fuck. I mean, not that I haven't pretended to be somebody else to fuck. Of course. But
I
honestly,
just wore a mask and actually turned my person into someone else.
Exactly. I just sort of pretended to be into stuff that I pretended some girl I hooked up with had like pet rats. And I pretended that wasn't fucked up to get pussy. You know, I was like, oh, these guys are cute. You know, like that's it was fucked up. Yeah, it was weird. But honestly, the pussy was pretty good. She was out of her mind. So